All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Grill. As the title says, I almost got the police called on me. Out here doing house inspections over there in Newport News. Just minding my business, doing what I'm supposed to do. And one of the things that I told y'all, the majority of the times when somebody confronts you doing a house inspection, it won't even be the homeowner. It'll be the homeowner's neighbors busting out the house, ready to fight, ready to get stuff going. That's why I have this. And for those people, those folk that's like, why you gotta have all of this and I have my reasons, okay? Y'all don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. You do what you gotta do to be safe. Overall, doing this job is not difficult. Doing the house inspection I'm serious. Very rarely do people even bother you because most people understand the law. They understand that you have a right to be in a public place and anything that your eyes can see, that's in public view, you can take pictures of, you can videotape, you can draw a picture of, you can sit there and draw somebody's house. And and then here's the crazy part. They acted like they was there to protect the other guy's house, the person whose house I was taking pictures of, but that ain't what they said. So when I got out the car, took a picture of the street, then another picture of the street view, which encompassed other people's homes. Then I took a picture of the gentleman's home, and I had to take a picture of the mailbox because that was where the address was. It was clearly visible on the mailbox, which meant when I took a picture this way, it captured whoever's house behind there. Next thing I know, excuse me, I just ignored you because I knew it wasn't coming from the person who I was dealing with. Excuse me. Then I hear, sup. I'm like, sup. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Something like that, I think I said. I said, I'm out here taking pictures for your neighbor, because they said, you're taking pictures of our house. So now they're acting like they're trying to protect the neighborhood, but they're really only concerned about their house. Because when I was taking pictures of everything else, they didn't care until they felt that I was taking a picture of their house. I said, you need to go talk to your neighbor because he's the one that hired me to come out here and take pictures. I'm doing work for him. Oh, okay. Now here, first of all, they hold me up. They tell me to stop. Then when I tell them, okay, well, you can go now. I'm like, no. You don't control this, man. I said, you don't control this telling me when I can stay and when I can go. I'm like, you going to tell me, oh, I got to stay when you tell me? Now I can go. I was like, that right there set me off. That right there. Then the gentleman's wife, she's up there. Well, you can't take pictures of people's house. It's not fair. It's not right. And I'm like, okay, go talk to Google. I'm sort of paraphrasing here. Go talk to Google. Well, it's not right. I'm like, yes, it is. Out here in public. Ain't on your property. Ain't bothering you. What's the problem? I'm going to call the police. Go ahead on then. Call them. Trust me, they ain't going to do a thing. So they run over. So the husband runs over to the homeowner's house. He comes out. Homeowner's chill. Homeowner's like, he see me all this. He figure, as soon as he comes out, he's like, oh yeah, that's the assessor guy. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Now he don't know me at all, but he's like, yeah. I said, you're Daniel, right? That was the guy's name. I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, and he's trying to tell them everything's good. And I'm like, well, please have a talk with them and let them know this is a part of life. You're doing something and it requires this, and I come out. So the crazy part is this, and this is where you find out that people really don't understand a whole lot about life. If I'm out here doing pictures because he's doing something for his home, and I'm some type of real estate appraiser or assessor, however you want to call it, they didn't get the connection that they may decide to refinance their house or sell their house or whatever. And guess what? I might be the one coming back out there. Unless I get kicked off this thing. But That's where people are so hyped up thinking that you're trying to do something to them in broad daylight, dressed like this. You're here to get me. And I'm like, and I stopped short of saying, there's nothing within the boundaries of your property that I want or desire. Because that's how they came across. And then once they realized that they was way out of line, it was like, okay, well, you can go, trying to get. I'm like, I go when I feel like it. I'm like, no. You don't control this here. You don't sit here and basically accuse me of doing something nefarious. And then when I'm trying to have a conversation with you because it's not going your way, it's because I'm not just shutting up and, we don't work. It don't work that way, people. So tensions are high out here, folk. And I'm just sharing this with y'all because, it's weird. Something is going on right now. Something's about to pop. People driving crazy. People acting crazy in the stores. Even just now, this guy here who just passed by me. I mean, he got all this road and he drove real close to me, barely a foot away from me, about to hit my car. I mean, it's weird. I go to the store and folk are just like looking at you like they ready to jump you. And I'm sitting here like, what is wrong with these people? That's why, like, my wife went to the store last night and I was doing the Zoom call. I told my son, I said, make sure you go with your mom. It's like now I don't want my wife going to the store by herself because folk are acting crazy. I mean, you're minding your business, doing your thing, not bothering anybody, and somebody is offended by what you're doing, and they come home, and they ready to come at you. And then you got folk out here talking about, well, why you dressed like that? Why you do all of that and try to put down? And that's the problem. The people are always trying to put folk down about every little thing that they do to protect themselves and to provide safety for themselves. And because you don't understand, or it just doesn't click in your head, you think everybody who doesn't act like and think like you, or doesn't have your protections or whatever, shouldn't do any of what they're doing. And I'm like, that just shows how ignorant some folk are. And y'all got to be careful of being around people like that. Y'all can tell I'm about ready to go off. I'm ready, but I'm not. Y'all, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that a human being can go do a job, minding their own business, and then next thing you know, somebody comes burling out of their house and wants to accuse you of doing something and demands that you answer them as if they control you. I'm like, y'all done picked the right one today. I done drove 45 minutes to do this, and you gonna sit up here and roll up on me? No. We not having that. The husband come rolling up on me. I mean, he's approaching me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, you need to stay away from me. I'm like, he rolling up on me. The wife time I call it. I'm like, okay, y'all better chill. I'm like, folk need to realize now is not the time to be jumping at people when you don't know the full story. And I told the gentleman, he's looking at me, I said, well, sir, first of all, you didn't even introduce yourself. You just come up talking about, sup, what's up? I'm like, that ain't no way for two grown men to introduce themselves to each other. I haven't done anything for you to come at me aggressive, but you're coming at me aggressive. I'm like, you could have just came up and tried to speak to me politely, but you didn't. You came barking at me. And I'm like, once you do that, I'm like, I ain't hearing yet. And then he's looking at me like, I'm like, if you would have just came and just said, hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, can I speak to you for a second? Something like that. You could have just came to me proper as a mature adult. Cool. But he didn't want to do that. It was, he felt that he had dominance over me. And I just have this thing, when I feel somebody trying to dominate over me, I get really, really, really protective of myself. And I ain't hearing you, So I just want to share that with y'all. Take it for what it's worth. I'm okay. The cops didn't come. The homeowners got everything chilled on that end, and I'm good to go. And I just finished my last one. So y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Peace.